All right, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Now and Then. Okay.
Now and then. Go ahead.
All right. So we are here on a different topic for today with your host,
I'm Willie J,
and I'm Ike on the 808. As you can see, we got our
and we're your
stuff.
favorite two
individuals. There we go. Okay, so we got a pretty interesting topic for today. It's a touchy subject for some people because they don't really like talking about it because they try to act like it doesn't happen, but it does. So, that's the whole.
It happens all the time.
It does.
That's
it
what the song said. It happens all the time. Foolish happen all the time. But I ain't for all that foolishness.
No,
but I will say this. What we're talking about is when people say, okay, it's okay for you to do that, but then when I do it, So we got to thinking about that, and we saw a video by this brother that we like real good, man. His name is Don Toliver. If y'all haven't heard of it, he got this song called Double Standard. And we just fell in love with the song because it's pretty smooth. And that's what you see playing in the background up there.
Yeah,
up over my man's head is Toliver. And so we got to talking about double standards. And my question to you, young fella, what do you feel about double standards?
I personally don't necessarily like the double standard because a lot of people try to live on it and don't understand what it means. Like you said earlier, you do something, but I can't do it. Is the kind of frame that people try to work around. But they don't understand that it's kind of like call and response or consequences to actions.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like that. Because I personally feel, this is just a personal opinion, if you say something, let's just say you say you like grape jelly, okay? And I say, well, I don't like grape jelly. And that person gets upset at the fact that you don't like grape jelly. Now, that's just my opinion in that fact.
Why
but
would you
just
like
blew
grape
up.
jelly though?
You just blew up at the fact
That ain't the point?
No.
Okay, yabba dabba do. Okay, boogity
boogity. So the grape jelly isn't the fact. Why are you stuck on the grape jelly?
Because you keep saying grape jelly. Won't you change it to strawberry jam? Because I won't say nothing then. But you say grape jelly.
But
and everybody, every time I go
do you not like strawberry jam?
Let me say this to y'all. And y'all know exactly
what I'm
Do you
not like strawberry jam?
Okay, let me just say this to you. I believe that America...
Do you not like strawberry jam? You're going to go off the topic, and I'm trying to stay on the conversation that I just had.
I've been watching a lot of the stuff that's been going on, and I'm learning how to talk. And I'm telling you, as an American, I don't think that America wants their jam to be one type of way. We like to be jammed up all kinds.
Shut up at this point.
Okay, now you
stop talking.
See,
okay.
now
because I didn't even get through the analogy trying to explain to the people what the double standard means.
But most people know what it is, though.
What about the folks that don't?
Then you got to explain it.
I'm trying. Shut up. Okay, so you got to understand that the grape jelly has nothing to do with actual grape jelly. It's the fact of the matter that the person blew up over you not liking.
Oh, it was a metaphor.
Over you not liking the same thing or being in the same thought process that they are in. Okay? So when you tell them, all right, well, let's just say they don't like it, y'all don't like it, that's a mutual understanding. Now, if you switch your understanding to maybe I like grape jelly, and they just be like, oh, no, I don't think I can hang with you, I can't really mess with you, or in some people's things, they really get offended and might just leave. They won't talk to you. Like,
can I make a statement about the grape jelly?
Yes.
Okay. Here's what I would look at it as. If I tell you, and man, look, let me tell you something. Grape jelly is nasty. You shouldn't eat it. It's the worst thing. And you just stay away from grape jelly. And you be like, oh, why? Yeah, for real? I'm like, yeah, man. Grape jelly, hey, that girl ain't no good. You know what I'm saying? And then when you see me, guess who I'm with and guess what I got?
Grape jelly.
Grape jelly. He's like, man, I thought you said, hey, come on now. Just because I told you not to do it don't mean I ain't gonna do it. Okay, I'm just telling you what not to do. You don't tell me what to do. You know, that's how I get started. That's why the fight started.
That's why the fight started?
Yeah, that's why the fights get started right there.
Usually.
And you know, and I'm gonna tell you the reason I brought Grape Jelly up, even though you did, because when you go to a restaurant like an IHOP or a Denny's or a Perkins or any of these guys, they got more damn grape jelly on the table than they do anything, because don't nobody eat that shit.
Not on your pancakes.
So they always trying to get rid of it. They know people want strawberry jam. Now if you got grape jam, it's better than grape jelly.
Like preservatives better.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When I say jam, I mean preservative. Yeah, we're preservative people.
Yeah.
So
I said, yeah, they made that.
But anyway, getting back to what you was trying to say about standards.
Well, standards are very different to each and every one of us. You know, it's all different. It all varies.
And I heard them talking about that there's a 2-tier legal system in this country. And the reason that they're saying that is because some people, right, claiming that they're being treated wrong because they are now being placed under the eye of the law. Now, when someone comes to you and say, hey man, you need to stop doing that because we're going to start looking at that in about another year. We're going to start looking over there. Whatever. You know, I'm so-and-so, I do what I want to do. Okay, the year goes up and they start looking at it. Why are you mad now that they're finding the stuff you thought that was hidden, that they've been seeing all along?
The whole time.
And this is what he don't understand. They've been keeping track of you, man. That's why everybody was taking notes. Why you think all these guys got tapes and videos of you talking? They've been setting you up.
The whole time.
The whole time they've been setting this guy up.
But they've been telling everybody in the camp, plus the person on the leadership, this is what's gonna happen if you keep doing it.
And they will say, hey man, this guy is the greatest, and they talk all that stuff. And then they get behind the door and they be like, man, we gotta support him.
Let me tell the truth right quick.
Let me tell you what
they be dead, that's what they do. They be like, look, let me tell you what the truth is right quick.
So, like my man saying about double standards, different kinds of double standards, and I find it an interesting topic myself because
not everybody gets that.
It's easy to fall into a double standard and not even know it, because what's good for the goose is not good for the gander, because the goose lay eggs. There be some differences in there, you see. So what's good for one ain't good for the other one necessarily, you know.
You are right though, because of, now let's just bring something that everybody knows, Animal Kingdom. You know, certain birds we were talking about the other day. Certain birds, the way they do things is different than other species of birds that they might live next to or with or whatever, you know. So it's just all adaptive.
See, another double standard. And Cheech and Chong said it best when they said, look man, save the whales, but kill the seals. Double standard. What make one any better than the other?
You said what?
Yeah, they said save the whales, but kill the seals.
Kill the seals.
Yeah, and that, because man, it was whack-a-mole and seals, and just knocking seals out. And people over here were just wearing all kinds of seal fur. Now think about this. I'm sorry. You want to wear another animal's skin. You want to wear another animal's skin. However, you don't want that animal to wear your skin. I mean,
now,
you know what I'm saying? Let's just say, for instance, a mink come up to you and just snatch some of your damn skin off and wrap themselves in it. Say, well, shit, you wearing my skin. How come I can't wear yours? You be mad.
See?
Double standard.
See?
And that's what I'm saying. It's so easy to fall into. Ooh, you slip right into it.
But what they always try to do, they always try to take out the animals that are predators, because humans then wandered into their territory where they don't belong. And then, oh my God, kill all the bears that's in this area. You gotta take out all the monkeys in this area.
But leave the Wolverines.
Don't
be
you
like
better
that.
not you better not mess with
Don't
them
touch
honey
with the,
badgers.
don't touch the Wolverine.
Or them
You
little
got
bumblebees.
or the bumblebees.
Don't you better not.
And now we
Boy,
starting to look at
you
earthworms.
better not.
Boy,
Boy,
I'm gonna tell you, double standards.
don't y'all touch them bumblebees. I'm telling you.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. Bumblebees and trees, they go together like Popeye and Bluto and Batman and Bozo. You can't be separating those type of things, okay? You leave the bees alone, unless they the six bees. Y'all know who the six bee is, don't you? Huh? Bad built, bleach blonde, bad built, butch body, itch. I ain't say that,
I hope that's
because
right.
see,
I did.
on the seventh day the Lord rests, so we just do the sixth and then leave the seventh out. But
Leave 7 for the Lord.
I think that's a good thing. Let's leave the seventh for the Lord.
Leave the 7 for the Lord.
Leave the seventh because it's the Lord's day anyhow.
Uh-huh.
That's what they tell us.
You can't go but so far as no, Lord ain't gonna let you just step
Hey
on
man,
his
I
toes.
can't hear that music on that song.
I know you can't.
We ain't supposed to hear it now. Okay, that's right. We recording. My bad. All I can say is one thing. Banana cooler. That's all I can say. That if I just had one thing to say.
If I just had one
banana cooler.
If I just had that one thing. Natties. Coolers.
Banana cooler.
But as far as, man, a double standard, a lot of it really has been happening on, let's just say, female sides. Well, a lot of the women's side. It does. Yeah, it does. It happens a lot on the women's side because they'll have a situation.
Can I explain something? I'm sorry for cutting you off, but it's a brilliant thought.
What?
You take a group of people that nurtured you. For instance, the way they used to take the black slave woman and have her wet nurse.
Whose goddamn white baby is that?
Little white baby. What do you think she's telling that little white baby while she's sitting there and nursing her? You think that she's telling him, oh, when you grow up, master, you're going to be the best thing in the world? Or do you think he's going to tell you, let me tell you something. You just like me, you're a human being. See, people always wonder why all of a sudden people grow up and then next thing you know, white folks are changing law. And that's because we are in you. We nurtured you. We fed you. We built things for you, worked for you, carried things for you, suffered for you. We did a lot of things for y'all. And guess what? It's time for you to give it back. And now you want to complain about it because it's sliding through your hands, like I said, like that rope in tug of war. We're not going to fall for the okie doke or the double standard.
No.
We're not going.
Because some people need to be
locked up.
Well, not just that, but a lot of consequences for actions need to be given out. Because there's no particular way you are telling me that we have to go along with the script that's being written.
What?
And
Nikki Haley.
Other folks just
Nikki Haley
running along.
Complained when she was running against Trump. Oh, he ain't no good. He's this and that and whatever. Now, she done convinced her people to follow along with her nonsense. And then she pulls out the race. And then the other day, she talking about, well, Biden is messing everything up. So I got to vote for Trump. No, you don't.
You see how they do?
So what I'm saying is you got these double standards. And they smooth. Sometimes they sneaky. How they set up, Now, I'm sorry. Go ahead, son.
Here's another thing.
2 or 3 times.
Yeah. Anyways, here's another thing that we were talking about.
And another thing. Go ahead.
Because having Crockett and
Jasmine
Taylor Greene going at each other is another double standard. Because
I can dig that.
They let and allow men to verbally argue and yell at each other
and be fighting.
Okay.
They're in the chambers fighting now.
You feel okay. Okay.
The
Now
men.
that's just one thing. And when she decided to view her point, there's always someone on the opposite side that wants to be an agitator, which is Margie Taylor Greene. She had no business even trying to think she belonged in that room with that woman because of her so-called credentials. And then her response to it, her whole response as far as not the backlash. I'm sorry, not Margie Taylor Greene. What's
Jasmine Crockett.
Jasmine Crockett?
Yeah.
She had a powerful, let's just say powerful. I won't say a great response. She had a powerful response to how this lady was trying to really degrade her in front of all of these folks, talking about facial.
See, here's the
Oh
rule.
my
Here's the
gosh.
rule. Here's the rule on the floor. When someone says something similar to what she said, and one of the members object, like AC did, Alexandra Cortez, and she said, "I want her words taken down." When the speaker takes those words down, that person don't get any more conversation in that hearing. He did not want to take her words down because he didn't want to punish Margie Greene and make her not have anything else to say.
Yeah.
So he ignored it. So by him ignoring it, that's when Jasmine came out and said, well, wait a minute, let me get it clear. So you saying that it's okay if somebody were to say something like, for instance, a bleached blonde, bad body, botched built body, bad booty body. I had it right the first time and got it wrong the second time. Bleached blonde.
It's okay.
Bad built. Butch. Now that butch part is what I keep telling y'all we got to look at. Because what is it when you say somebody butchy? When you saying bougie, we said butchy. Uh-oh. Huh? I ain't saying that. You know, I can't say because I don't know. Butchy. But anyhow.
Man, but them folks should have known. Okay, they do know better. They didn't do what they were supposed to do.
No.
And now they're going to have a problem on their hands dealing with folks of Jasmine Crockett's standard. Because that lady don't take no mess, and she going to let you know that because she was the queen. They don't take no sass.
Oh no!
And she almost cut that white woman tongue out. What?
Well, she did in a way because she quieted down.
Like she really wanted to. If they'd have let her get off like she wanted to, boy.
Oh,
boy.
You know what stopped it? I think was funny.
Jesus
wasn't in the room because he stepped out for a second.
No, he gave her composure. He gave her composure, so she didn't have to go to jail.
So by the time Jesus came back in the room, the stuff was over with. Okay, just like they told him with Lazarus. If you'd have been here yesterday, he wouldn't have died. He looked at that lady like, "Oh, you know who I am? I'm the master." You know what I'm saying? I can make.
And it was over. Like
I can make the rain just by waving my hand. I can do anything that a man can do. Cloud 9. You can be what you wanna be.
How you feed
foolishness?
No. How you feed a mass of people with a loaf of bread and 2 fish?
2 loaves and 5. I don't know.
Oh, it was 2 and 5.
I think it was. I don't know how many it was. That's what I heard.
But still, how's
2 and 5?
I still every time I heard that I was like, nah, how that work? Cause somebody gonna be saying, hey.
You know what I've been saying?
Good.
This is how what you're saying works. Because from time to time, we grasp a little bit of that abilities to grab some of the power that God is allowing us to have as human beings, and we see things beyond the destiny, or
the depth.
this dimension that we're in.
Yeah.
You see beyond that, and see when
see
people
reality.
like Terrence Howard start telling you about it or whatever, everybody started getting all crazy and freaky about it. But think about it. You think about something, think about somebody, and all of a sudden they show up.
Yeah.
You think that's a coincidence.
Man.
If it happens one time,
that
crazy. Could be a coincidence. But when it happens over and over in your life, you realize that when you think of certain things, it shows up.
Yeah.
That's the power of the mind.
Man, we thought about that brother, man, and he showed up. He called me by name. I turned around and seen him and didn't recognize him at first, and look, oh man, how you doing, man? How you feeling? And the look on his face of excitement just for the fact that he was feeling better.
Yeah.
Man, that was awesome, though. But we was talking about that, man, what, a day before?
That day before.
Literally.
And that happens a lot. I'm careful about when I talk about certain things with certain people.
Yeah.
And sometimes, and believe however you want to believe, but this is my goal. Sometimes when God is speaking in your spirit, he wants you to speak up and bring a person forward so that they can get something that he has to offer them. Because God blesses people through other people. You know, stuff don't just drop out the sky right on you. That comes through the hearts and the minds of people.
Man said he got down to 194 pounds.
See, you talking about somebody that was up around 340. He was a big boy. He was huge. Man. And miserable.
He was,
and as we saw him lose weight, he lost that attitude. And when he got good, he quit the job he had, got a better job, and moved to a city.
Man.
And said deuces. He sure did.
He came back. He said, "Yeah, man, I came back to do some shopping, and I asked last time were you here?"
To let you know.
And when they had told me that, they told me he was there, and I was just like, I couldn't think of who it was. But they had told me that a guy came through. They said he had lost a bunch of weight. I was just thinking, I was like, well, I said, I don't know if that's the same guy, but it might be. I don't know. Well, you know, but hey, hopefully that he's still on this journey, doing good. You know, so
hey man, more power to the brother. I hope he see this, and if you do, man, I'm telling you, more love.
Hey man, if you see this, definitely. If you see this,
wondering how
man, even though I told you in person, I love the progress. I love the fact that you continue doing what you're doing. I love the fact that you've progressed past the job that you had, moving forward. You know, like, man, I'm happy that your family is still beautiful.
See,
that
you are
happy
beautiful for other things and other people. You draw happiness towards.
Yeah, man.
People, y'all need to learn that too, man, because a lot of y'all out there got a whole bunch of evilness and thoughts and crazy. You know what I mean? I think crazy
and
stuff.
And because of that double standard.
But there you go. Love should be in your heart somewhere. And not just for one thing, a dog or a cat.
Yeah, man.
Or you should love a person. Because let me tell you something, even though you got a dog and a cat and they helping you out and they doing all this for you, when it gets down to it, if you was in this world and all you had was a dog and a cat, opposed to some people, I'm gonna ask you a question. What happens if you fall and chip your teeth? Cat, he can't be a dentist, can he? What happens if you get appendicitis? I mean, is the dog gonna do an operation on you? I don't think so.
Happen if you get a brain tumor, you got a weasel in the house.
You know what I'm saying? Supposing that you get in a fire, the dog's not gonna come and put it out.
He'll let you know the fire is there.
He'll warn you outside.
What you said?
If he a good
what
dog.
You said the cat did?
That cat ain't gonna. I'm tell y'all right now, that cat ain't gonna warn you.
Man, cat gonna skedaddle on you, shorty.
Do straight up boogity boogie.
That cat quick.
He up out of there, boy.
All four of them paws hit every part of the floor only one time.
And let me tell you something. It was an earthquake. That's what we talking about. The dog was like barking and trying to wake the owner up and trying to tell him. While he was barking, the cat came around the side. And when that cat got outside, he hit that curve. The last thing I seen was his tail cutting around there when he made that corner cut. He cut through there, ain't seen no more cat, boy.
He was
kitten gone, baby.
He knew what
He
time it
ain't said,
was.
he ain't said, meow, 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 meow. He ain't said none of that.
I forgot about that.
All
That's
you
funny.
heard was scratch marks. And shoo,
Man.
he went past so fast. The dog was glad he was out his way because he'd have ran over that dog.
Man,
He'd
he hit that dog hard too.
When he came around that corner, he was wide open, boy. Like,
Hey,
man,
cat,
you know what?
if y'all had never seen a cat run,
Okay, you know they
when
get
they
that little
get
hump in their
startled,
tail like this. They don't have their tail out like that.
whenever they get startled and they get that little stretch run that they got,
yeah,
and they
but
try to reach and get all four of them, boy, you done messed up. You done messed up.
and I just want to know why you want an iguana anyway.
Because
I mean, all they do is lick the tongue out.
but it can regrow its limbs, I guess, because it's cool.
And I believe people be chopping them off trying to see if they can
If it
grow
really
back.
grow back.
See, they got them.
I think they do. Because one dude had one with a tail, and his tail ended up getting like a piece of it cut off. He said, but it'll grow back. I said, well,
Well, you know that's another thing too, man. Because what was his name? That boy, he lived in the swamp. He hunted alligators for a living. He would hit him.
Steve.
He would hit him in the head with a stump.
Oh, what did you tell me?
I can't think of that.
What
man.
did you tell me that was?
That was a Keys Cajun. Amos Moses.
There we go.
Oh, Amos. Amos Moses was a Cajun, and he lived by himself in the swamp. And he would hunt alligators for a living. And they said he would hit him in the head with a stump. But the Louisiana sheriff was going to get him because it ain't legal hunting alligators down in the swamp. And he lived there, a place they said about 25 miles. Now think about that. 25 miles southeast of Tippy Toe, Louisiana. Do you understand how far you got to live to be 25 miles outside of Tippy Toe? Tippy Toe, the reason they named Tippy Toe is this. I'm lying, but it's going to be okay.
It's on the
There was a group of people that lived in this one community, and they kept leaving the community at night. And people said they was tipping out.
This is so.
And the place where they ended up, this what they call Tippy Toe, because this is where everybody tipped off to this particular other region.
Oh my!
And once they got there, they said, "Wasn't you at this certain region?" Yeah, how do you? I tippy toed out at night. That's how I did it.
I'm glad.
They said, "What shall we call where we at?" They said Tippy Toe, and that's why they call it. Why you think they call Yuma in Omaha? Why you think they call it Yuma? Because the first guy, he got shot. He said Yuma, and he died right there. I'm just telling you. Hey, I just repeat what I've.
This was supposed to be a more serious episode, but as you can see, once he gets,
Tippy Toe was real
though. That may be, but the story you just told.
I bet you right now, if you were to ask people, how many people in the audience know that Grand Central Park used to be a black community, and a great majority of people would say, "You got to be kidding." Look it up. And while you're looking that up, look up how many communities are either underwater, or
famous attractions
have grass or something growing over it that used to be black communities that they killed all the blacks and moved them out. Do your research.
They broke the dam and killed so many folks.
This is why people don't want CRT, critical, whatever it stands for.
Come on, man.
And DIE, DEI. Man, I have to look all that stuff up, and I ain't trying to think. I know I normally keep it written.
I'm about to say you should have put it in your.
I wasn't thinking I was gonna say it, man.
No, I'm not.
Okay, diversity and inclusion. DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. What that means is when you include other people. You should have got one. Oh, one of these. Yeah, they nice.
And it looks cool to have, like sitting there with the notes and yeah, I mean, it's cool. Anyway.
Well, when we go back over there, we'll get you one.
That's fine.
We have to check to make sure that other one is thing works. But anyways, you guys don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.
Yeah.
Because listen, we just do what we do the way we do it. You know, we don't know how other people doing what they do. We just doing what we got to do.
And we
now you put me in the way by me being over here now. I can't put 808 and Willie Harris Tap 1 over there anymore. So.
Can you put it over our head?
I'm gonna have to. I'll figure out somewhere. I put it up in the too far corner.
Because I had moved mine originally because of the way we were looking.
Mm-hmm.
So I just changed it for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
But I had originally saw that when you had reached into some, you had reached forward, and I saw your hand over there.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. That they do that on professional stuff too, man. Because it's hard to have tight cameras on everybody without you showing. If somebody, you got to be in somebody's field.
Yeah, right.
Cause those cameras, man, they picking up a wide view. So, anyways, so I don't have anything else to add to.
No, I think we finished with the topic.
Double standard. I like talking about
it. Ooh. Double standard. Hold on, y'all. For those that not in tune with none of this, I got to bring it out for the folks that is. Okay, so Drake and Kendrick Lamar was having that beef and all that.
Gotcha.
And so the whole double standard, like, about this is is the controversy of if Drake is still going to be the same, like, pop star after this.
No, he's
or
not.
If Kendrick's just going to completely destroy and
you know what's going to happen?
Like
his reputation, that because that whole thing about that pedophile, all of that stuff keeps coming up, and eventually.
Oh, I got you. I don't know who that is. Hold on, y'all. We're gonna take a pause for a minute.
I thought to check the date.
Okay, cool.
But anyway.
No, I was just coming back. I think something just happened with my phone. I don't know because my camera just was lagging a little bit. Anyway, so I think that's the end for us, really.
Yeah.
But I was just talking about the rap beef that they had going on, man. But I think it's gonna be kind of crazy. So I hope that it works out for.
Yeah, man. It's just like how that stuff slowly catching up with Diddy. Believe it or not, man, the thing that Trump created for this country is, like Cat Williams say, everybody gonna be exposed.
Yeah, man. It's the time for exposure. It's the time for, well, people are getting exposed. Really, I won't say it's time for exposure. People are getting exposed.
So,
things have been released out into the light, and they always tell you what's done in the dark is going to be brought into the light. And now that they have the evidence that can be backed up, did you see P. Diddy's apology?
His apology?
Yeah.
No, I haven't watched anything.
It ain't. It was.
First of all, he let himself get caught on camera beating that woman like he was, dragging her and shit.
Stupid. First of all, it's stupid.
I don't understand how you get like that. I mean, if you hate a woman that much, why you rhyming? And you know that when you see a man beat a woman like that, he got some gay in.
Yeah,
that's all that's about.
Cause she done probably seen him do something and said something to somebody
like the same guy he do or something.
Especially with P. Diddy. Man, I ain't messing with the diddler. All right, y'all. Look, don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all the people, all the views, all the comments,
that's what happened everything to the rap here too. Huh? The guy that was peeing on folks. They kept talking about that and bringing it up. Every so often he kept bringing it up till finally they got enough information and they locked him up.
You talking about information? They ain't had no information. They had evidence.
Yeah, they were.
They went to his house and got evidence off his camera.
You talking about P. Diddy or you talking about?
No, the person you talking about.
Yeah.
They went and got his actual evidence
and
off the
like
camera.
That lady said, they went into P. Diddy's. She said they had 3 properties they went in. Nobody didn't tell them because he had informants in the FBI.
He had all that stuff. The boy is well tapped in with a lot of things.
I didn't know it was tapped in like that.
What?
Oh man,
P. Diddy and bad P. Diddy.
I wasn't paying that stuff no attention, man, because I wasn't about all
the
that
name
stuff.
Bad Boy. It wasn't just a record company.
Yeah, man.
The name Bad Boy is actually is an icon. Bad Boys is a legend. Like it's up in the rafters, and because of
Man,
him,
let me tell you something. Me and Chris sitting in the room, and the guy started talking crazy like that. And Chris looked over at me and said, "Bro,
time to
it's
go.
time for us to go." He said, "Cause I'm about ready to slap this guy." And we had to go because Chris was like 6'5", 6'6". He was huge.
See, you
He
can't
was
mess with
big.
everybody,
When I
man.
say he was big, he was big foot, big thighs, big calves. He just big all the way up, and he was mad. And we got to go. We was outside New York talking about it, outside the door of the building, and he was just talking about the nerve of these guys talking this kind of nonsense
It's
when we
ridiculous, man.
presenting them with good stuff, good product, and we were. So, you know,
Yeah,
that's the game, man. That's just all it's about. And
Freaky
Diddy was
frogs.
probably out there at that time trying to
they
develop.
all freaky frogs. That's what I call them. That's what I've been calling them lately. If you got any intentions of doing that type of stuff and being on the down low about it until people come out and show you this is what you've been doing, okay, freaky frog. Okay, if you was gonna be like that, you should have just came out and said you was like that from the get go. I mean, it'd have probably been a problem, but you know, you P Diddy. They already expected you to be a little, you know. So we already knew that. You could have just told the truth, you know. But instead, you decided to do all the other stuff.
But the thing is, he wasn't lying to nobody because everybody knew better. I mean, come on, man. The dude, I mean, that's just like Liberace talking about he wasn't gay. I mean, come on, man. You know, Libby, are you serious? First of all, your name Libby.
Now, I'm gonna ask this question. Now, I always ask this question: Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh Jesus.
I gotta ask, cause
Oh man,
that body suit they had with them.
I can't fool with the elements. I'm not messing with the
and
elements.
they sitting up there.
There's-
No,
I can't mess now. I will say this: Maurice did do a lot of prancing.
okay, just a little bit. He did a little bit of prancing around,
Yeah,
just a
he
tad.
did. He did a lot of prancing, and like you
And
said,
pointing, yeah, he was
a man
in there.
ain't supposed to play. You know, you supposed to dance as a man. You supposed to dance like he can you to smack at him.
Yeah, but at
Yeah,
least keep your
somebody.
hands, you know, somewhere in the front, just in case somebody try to run up on you.
Yeah.
He all out here with it.
You like this?
And
Like,
then
come on
so
in,
if you
baby.
get punched in the face,
Yeah, I know exactly what you thought about.
like what happened? Like immediately, just
My boy said,
what
"Sir,"
happened?
he said, "I sure would appreciate if you put them pistols in that receptacle up front there." Boy,